In today's video, we dive into the intriguing revelations surrounding Prince Andrew, as shared by Paul Page, a former royal protection officer who had first-hand experience working closely with the royal family. Page candidly describes his time at Buckingham Palace, where he provided security for the Queen and other royals, including Prince Andrew, whom he found to be particularly difficult and unpleasant to deal with.
You know, prison probably saved my life, because going to prison as a police officer, that was the first occasion when I went to prison, Pentonville. So I learnt a lot, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How to survive. There was no way I was ever going on a fucking nonsense wing. No fucking way. If I'm going to get levelled out, so be it. How can I look at my children in the eye when I've had to mix with them fucking scumbags? And as I've already described what I did in my time as a police officer to some of these individuals when I had the opportunity. So how am I then going to fucking go from that to living with these people just to protect myself? So when I got convicted at court, and they sent me down, I got put down in the cells. I was like, fuck's sake. And because what I did to get through the court case, I had a bottle of Sprite, but I was filling it up with fucking white wine every day. So I was sitting there listening to, because it was tough, listening to people, how you've let them down and what you've done, and it was killing me inside. But I was in denial. I was going, fuck off, I didn't do all that. I was in denial. Yes, I did everything. I did it. You know, I turned into a monster. I look back now and I think, fucking hell, who the fuck was that? But I was in court when it was in the papers every day. You know, my wife was in the dock with me for money laundering, and she had fuck all to do with it. She had nothing to do with it whatsoever. I had more people, police officers and civilians, running, like, laundering money.
He recounts instances where Andrew displayed erratic behavior, such as throwing tantrums over his collection of teddy bears, which had to be arranged in a specific order. Page also sheds light on the controversial relationship between Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell, suggesting that their connection was more than just casual. He claims that Maxwell had special access to the palace, often entering without her name being recorded, which raised suspicions among the security staff.
My wife didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? They bust my balls and said, listen, go quietly and we'll let your wife go. That's what they said to me. They were fucking trying to blackmail me. That's why the Prince Andrew stuff come out, because I was so angry that I thought, you know what, fucking have some of that. You want to fight dirty, take the gloves off, let's go. You know, I've got plenty of information. You know, and they said to me, oh, he's fucking trying to get his colleagues in. I'm not a snitch, I'm not a grass. Do you know what I mean? There's colleagues that are still in the police now, that are senior officers that are there because I've kept my gob shut. At the end of the day, the officers that gave evidence against me were wounded. But I turned on them and I started saying things back, and I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Because I was in denial. Because if you believe something long enough, you know, a lie long enough, it's true all of a sudden, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And I'm lying about, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do it, fuck them. What about you, did this, that and the others? I should have just gone, you know what? And anyway, so I got guilty. My wife got off halfway through because I realised there was nothing. Well, why is my wife here? Why? Got sent down, and I was in a cell with a fella, John, who's just got done for £10 million VAT fraud. And if anyone knows, when you get done for VAT, you're going to get a shafting. You know what I mean? And he got a 6. And he was such a nice bloke, but unfortunately, he's crossed the VAT man, hasn't he? And anyway, and there was another fella, that big bloke, who was a PC from Hertfordshire. And he was a lump, right? It's like, oh, what are you for? He goes, oh, I'm fucked. He says, oh, corruption. He goes, but then I joined the job to be corrupt. I was like, you wanker. I thought, oh. So anyway, I'm thinking, right, you're my wingman now, aren't you? We've got to work together. I said, listen, when we go to the big house, you need to switch on, mate, because it's going to come thick and fast, right? So he's going, what do you mean? Is this, you know, what he did was, he was that archetypical bent copper I told you about, bent for self from the off. And he was going around nicking money when he was doing drugs raising. He was putting £4,000 in his pocket, right? And he goes to me, I said, how'd you get fucking lifted then? He goes, oh, them wankers, anti-corruption. He said, they were on me. I knew they were on me. And I did this raid. And he goes, there was money. And I said, I knew they were on me, but I still took some money anyway. I thought, fuck it. I was like, you're off key, aren't you? I was, you're fucking mad. He goes, yeah. And I was giving information to this drug dealer, and he was going robbing these people, and we was divvying up the fucking gear and the money. He goes, I knew they were following me. He said, I had his number on a cigarette box. He goes, and I thought, shit. So he pulled over. He said, "I'm going to go." I said, "I went to go in this off license, but I quickly threw the cigarette box in the fucking bin, yeah, because that was the connection." He goes, "When I've come out, got in my car, I went home. I was looking, nothing. 6 o'clock in the morning, I've gone straight through his door, boof, with a big red key. And I nicked him, took him back to the police station. He said, interviewed him, and then I've got the cigarette box out. He goes, we found that in the fucking your glove box of your car, mate. What you got to say about that?" He went, "You fucking never found that in the glove box? It was in the bin." No, it was in your glove box, mate. Fucking fitted him right up. But like I said to you, 5 and 5,
He was
innit?
guilty anyway.
He was guilty as fuck. So they've fitted him up. He was like, "Them dirty bastards." I said, what do you want about dirty bastards? What we've done?
Yeah.
I said, so anyway, we get put on the bus to Wandsworth. And bearing in mind, I've been like guilty verdicts. Now I swifted me straight off. I didn't get bail for reports or anything like that. No, because I fucked the judge right off. You know, I'll terrorised him, I'll be honest with you, because I've been drinking this wine every day and just fucking gobbing off to the CPS and the anti-corruption muppets who was sat next to me. I kept leaning over going, "Oh, wanker." Like I was abusing them, son, wrong. And I mean, to be fair, they were doing their job. I understand it. Do you know what I mean? But I was in that, you know, I was off key.
Lost.
I was lost. Yeah, I was gone.
This access led Page and his colleagues to believe that she might have been in a romantic relationship with Andrew. Furthermore, Page reflects on the broader issues of corruption within the police force during his career, revealing his own fall from grace due to a fraudulent property investment scheme that landed him in prison. His insights provide a unique perspective on the inner workings of royal security and the complexities surrounding Prince Andrew's public image.
And so we get put on the bus to Wandsworth. It's all in the papers. It's on the news. Royal cops fucking been, you know, nutted off with a 6. Whatever. In fact, I didn't get the fucking 6 then. I got remanded straight away. So anyway, me and Laughing Boy, this corrupt fuckwit from Hertfordshire, and this John were on the bus, and we go to Wandsworth. They debus everyone else off except for me and Matey Boy, because we're the 2 old bill, weren't we? So they get us out. They goes, "Come and use topes." They've cleared everyone else out. Now it's our turn. Fuck me, it was like a busman's convention. There was about 20 screws in. They all come to see the bad cops, and we walked in. One of them's gone behind the counter. "Which one of you is Page?" Went, "I am." Goes, "I said, take you're going on the road then, are you, mate?" Went, "Fuck off." I said, I was pissed. I've been drinking, right? I said, "You can fuck right off." He goes, "Oh, you're a cocky one, aren't you?" I went, "Yeah, I fucking am." And they were laughing at me. They thought, wanker. And I probably was. So I said, "No, I'm not going on the road, neither is he." And I looked around at him and I said, "Just fucking stay with me." And then we got put on a reception wing, and as I walked through, fucking hell, they were going, "You pig cunt, you fucking wanker, you're dead." And all this fucking... And or was that when we, actually, I don't know if that was not reception, that was when we went to the thing. But anyway, in reception, we've gone on ourselves, right? And now he's starting to get shook, this big fellow. He's thinking, fucking hell, because now he's in jail. Luckily for me, I'd already had a bit of a turn at him, so I knew what the coup was. And he's going, "Fucking hell." He goes, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Right, break your fucking razor right now." He goes, "What?" I said, "Break your fucking razor up, get that blade and start carving the bottom of your fucking toothbrush ASAP." He goes, "What for?" I said, "You're going to need something, because if it goes off in here, mate, we're dead." So I just fucking started sharpening up my fucking bottom of my toothbrush, big time. I said, "Get that fucking kettle on, get that sugar, leave it next to the fucking kettle." He's going, "What are you on about?" I said, "Mate," at the time I was doing that, then I was making a wedge for the door out of newspaper, soaking it up and making like a V shape to put it under the fucking door, right? Because what you want to do is, if someone's going to come through your door, you want something there, because you're not allowed to have wedges and all that, the screws tight, but you make it out of paper, and I put it under the door just so enough so it'd be like that, yeah? So I'm thinking, if some fucker's coming through that door, they're only going to be able to do that. By that time, sugar in the kettle, bosh, have that. Because I'm in survival mode now. I'm fucking, whatever streetwise situation I've got, it's in here now. I'm fucked. And he's starting to realise the gravity of the fucking situation. Do you know what I mean? You know, it was all big on the streets, lifting drug dealers' money. And it was a big lump, and he thought it was a geezer, and I'm in the old bill and all this fucking bollocks, yeah? Now he's realising, you're not in the old bill anymore, you're in jail. And the most hated people in jail are paedophiles, grasses, and old bill. And he's like, fuck me. He was starting to wither. Do you know what I mean? But I think, listen, I need this cunt to watch my back. So I can't have him going pear-shaped on me. So anyway, as we're sitting there, the telly comes on. Who's on the BBC News? Fucking me. oh, roll call. I'm thinking, fuck's sake, could it get any worse? Right? And so the next day we get put, or was it a week? I can't remember, a few days anyway. We get put on the wing we're going to, A wing, B wing, whatever it was. But as I've walked through, they're on me, aren't they? They were going, you fucking cunt, you're dead, you fucking slag cunt. Right? Fucking pig cunt, and all that. I was like, just walking through, fuck's sake, I've really done it this time. He's behind me, but they don't say anything to him because they didn't know he was old Bill. They only knew I was old Bill because I'm on the fucking tell, I'm in the papers. Do you know what I mean? And so that was his sort of safe thing, right? So he goes in the fucking through into the wing, mate. Everyone's looking. It's like shit. It's gonna come at any, you know what I mean? At any angle. I've got my fucking thing ready to go. Or did I make another one? I can't remember. But anyway, I had it. I had one, and so we got put in a cell and got the kettle ready. So get that fucking kettle ready. Go make the fucking wedge. Blah blah blah. I was put it under the door, and then the screw company goes, "Oh, Paige, come here." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, all good." It was a fucking bench screw, wasn't it? Straight over to me like that. He goes, anything you need, come and see me. Yeah, I said, listen, I need to get a blow. I need to speak to my missus. He said, come out, I'll take you upstairs and use my phone. Because I didn't have any PIN credit. I said, anything you need, just to get me food and stuff like that. And so he looks after me, but he's going, like, you watch your back, man, because they're all talking in there. So I was like, yeah, sweet. And so we again, the canteen situation, fuck's sake. So I've said to him, right, listen, can't hide in the cell. You've got to get out there about, because if you're hiding in your cell, this weakness, mate, you're going to get fucked. They don't know you, right? They don't know me. So he's like, oh, mate. He's starting to shake. And I said, right, we come back, we'll do a load of push-ups, get the adrenaline out of your system, we smash the push-ups out, right? And he's going, oh, mate. So we've gone to the canteen to get our food. Everyone's looking, everyone's fucking on it. There's the cunt there, there's the cunt there. So I'm getting the food, and then one of these geezers goes to me, ain't like that in the fucking police canteen, is it, mate? He slops my fucking food. I'm like, listen, you cunt. I've had to do it. What am I going to do? I'm either going to wither and die, or I'm going to front it out and get a kick in. You know what I mean? Or worse. So I've said to him, who are you fucking talking to, you cunt? I said, come round here and say that to me, you fucking prick. I've had to. I mean, I wasn't in the, you know, I wasn't being an hard man. I wasn't even frightened because I was so fucked off my head, out my head. I didn't know where was my emotions. And the screws just looked the other way and fucking walked away. I thought, you wankers. Because obviously I've been a cocky cunt downstairs and when I got booked in. So they thought, go on, cunt, have that. So anyway, it all went quiet. It all just went fucking quiet. And I looked around and there's like 20 people looking at me. So, all right, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Anyway, the geezer said to me, he goes, all right, calm down, calm fucking down. I went, no, you fucking calm down. Anyway, I walked back to my cell. By this time, matey boy's having a heart attack. He's going, fucking hell, so get the wedge, mate, they're coming. Right, and he's shaking, he's fucking, I'm thinking, he's a big cunt. He's like 16 stone, he's like that. And he's just turned into a complete fucking jelly. Right, so we're ready now. Anyway, this fella I had around with's come to the door. He goes, hey, bruv. I said, yeah, what's up? He goes, listen, apologies for that. You know, fair play to you. You know, you got, you know, fair play. So he put his hand through the gap, innit? I'm thinking, I've got my shiv, like, ready to go. And I'm thinking, but he wasn't in a position, he wasn't going to do it. He was a melt, do you know what I mean? He wasn't going to get the water ready. And I'm thinking, do I shake the geezer's hand or do I upset him or what do I do? Innit? Typical fucking gambler. I've gone, now fuck it. Get in for a penny, in for a pound. So I've shook his hand and it was all good because I'm ready. I was thinking, and it was all good. So I think, right, okay, I fucking survived that little situation. What I didn't realise is this fella is about 6 of them. They were in for serious armed robberies. Fucking, they were seriously naughty people. And they could have killed me, right? Because I wasn't mentally, I was in survival mode. And like I said, they're probably a bit off key as well. And then we went out into the yard. And I said, mate, he goes, mate, you can't go out there, they're on you. I said, listen, if we don't fucking go out there, it's going to be 10 times worse. I said, like I said, they don't know who the fuck you are, it's all on me. So he's going, oh, are you sure? We've got no choice. So we've gone out into the yard. John knew that fella I said with the tax thing, he come with us. And we're walking around, because you walk around in a circle, didn't you? The only time anyone crosses the yard is if someone's getting to get a clump. And these 4 big black fellas come marching across towards me. I was like, oh, fuck, here it is. This is where it's going to go off. I went to say to this fucking idiot, go on, you walk ahead of me. He'd already walked off. He'd fucked off and left me.
Shake bag.
Right? Whereas John, who, bless him, he couldn't punch his way out of a wet paper bag, said, no, I'll stay with you, Paul, I'll stay with you. I'm like, I'm shaking now, I know it's coming. So I'm there ready to go, bang. I go, yo, you're that copper off the telly, ain't you? I went, yeah. Because did you know the Queen? I went, yeah. He went, fucking hell. And I started shaking my hand, right? I was like, really? I couldn't believe it. Like, they were like, oh, you know the Queen? And I was like, yeah. So I started chatting shit about the Queen, mate, for like fucking like rapid. Because what it was, they'd seen the mansion and cars that the BBC had built me up millions of pounds on this. So I wasn't a sort of like, no disrespect, but I wasn't a numpsy beat copper, do you know what I mean? I come across as a big fish on the news and all the rest of it. And obviously they're called a celebrity, you know what it's like when people in jail. And so I was like, oh, that didn't really register like I'm a dirty pig in other right people's eyes. You know, so I started chatting about the Queen. And that was good as gold, right? So I got a link there. And then anyway, Silly Bollocks comes back round and go back to the cell. And I said to him, do you know what, mate? I think the best thing for me to do for your safety is I'm going to fucking move cells. I said, because you could get weighed in. He goes, oh, would you? I thought, you can't. Do you know what I mean? He goes, oh, would you move? Oh, thanks, mate. It's like, really? No loyalty whatsoever. And I thought, oh, you wanker. So I fucked off outright. And I went in with John, bunked in with John. And I was chatting to these armed robbers and all the rest of it. And I was starting to move around, but be seen but not heard, you know what I mean? Just you can't hide in yourself, especially like me. You're going to be a fucking target, mate. You've got to come out and at least show that you've got something about you. I could have got weighed in at any time. I'm not saying I marched around the prison going, look at me. I'm saying that's what you got to do, it's fucking standard in my position. And he lasted a fucking day, this wanker, and went on the rule. They moved the nutcase in his cell with him. He was there for GBH ×2 or whatever the fuck it was. And he withered and died and fucked off on the rule, this cunt. And all that did was give me more kudos. Because people were coming up to me saying, do you know what, mate, shake me hand, you got some balls on you. But before that happened, the reason he went, we got Screw come up to us, yeah, you got a solicitor's come to see you and him. I said, fucking solicitor, what are you on about? Oh, no good to me now, I'm gone. He said, no, yeah, they're up there. So I went up there, and this guy's up and said, come in, mate, there's two of them in there. And they were Met Police Prison Intelligence. And he said to me, right, mate, I had all paperwork with him. He goes, listen, we've received credible intelligence that your life is in serious danger and we need to move you on the roll. I said, fucking hell, I've got to go through this again. I said, listen, it is what it is. I said, you two, the pair of you put together have probably not even got as much service as I had. I said, and you're standing there telling me I'm old school. I said, listen, I've done what I've done. I'm not going on the rule with sex cases. I'm going to take my chances. And they said, what? I'd be like, I was fucking mad. And I said, by the way, him out there as well, he's doing the same. He's not going on the rule. I think it was an Osborne warning they gave me. I had them before. So I signed it, signed my life away and went fucked off back, you know, to the end. He came with me. And then after that, I went out. I thought, I'm going to have to leave the cell. That's what happened then, because I remember now. So I thought, well, if I'm in danger, fucking, let's just take it. This cunt's no good to me. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to help me. So, and then like I said, he folded, and that helped me. And then when you're all in prison, you're a fucking liability. You need to try and make yourself an asset. And the way I did it was I was helping people with their legal paperwork, and people who couldn't read or write. I was trying to help them write letters home and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Because once you start helping people, and then I realised I started. I'm a prisoner now. These are my people. Yeah, I'm not old Bill. I'm an inmate. And then I realised that a lot of these people never had any choices or chances in life. I did, and I fucked it up the wall. So it made me sort of humble to a degree to think, oh, I know you've done X, Y, Z, but do you know what? You come from an environment, you never had a fucking chance. I had loads of chances and I blew them all.
As we explore these revelations, we encourage you to consider the implications of such relationships within the monarchy and how they affect public perception. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more about royal scandals and secrets, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for updates on our latest content.